Hey, was that Trump's son? Nice, dude. Was that Trump's son, dude? Day, mate. Damn, who are those two blonde girls, dude? Oh shit, dude, is that the president's song? I think this is the president's song. I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly. They just all ate lunch. And I guess they're like reassembling. Everyone else goes in and the president goes in after, I guess. Oh, look at the little cute blonde girl right there. Oh. And then the boy's just on his fucking phone. The little girl's just sitting there like, oh. That's probably his daughter. Hmm. Nice. Chef gonna be here. Celebrate Trump Day. It's just waiting now for Trump, dude. He's trying to fill time. Damn, who's that little shouty? Who are all these babes, dude? Official inauguration. Who's that, sweetheart? She's an angel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome the official
Is that Melania?
fanfare music group of the President of the United States. Under the direction of Major Aaron Morris, the U.S. Army Band Herald Trumpets performing their fanfare that's actually written for the 47th President of the United States. Listen to this, it's amazing. This is Brass and Glory.
Let's hear it. This is good. It sounds like Madden or like NFL or something. Probably the longest trumpets I've seen. Thanks, dude.
The official fanfare music group of the President of the United States under the direction of Major Aaron Morris. Let's hear it for them, folks. Brass and Glory.
Oh, they're just gonna keep playing music until he comes out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 50th Vice President of the United States of America, Vice President J.D. Vance, accompanied by the
50th?
Second Lady, Mrs. Usha Vance.
Now we're on the 47th. Are they the 50th? How the fuck are they the 50th? Aren't we on the 47th? I guess he locks it in for like 3 years. Or 4 years, I guess. No, more than that. More than 4 years. It's 4 different presidencies. So he locks it in for 12 years. What the fuck? I think they just fucked up. Are they chanting daddy? Funny, dude. Oh, they're going to introduce everybody that gets to sit by the president, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 47th President of the United States of
Oh
America.
shit, here he is!
J. Trump, accompanied by the First Lady, Mrs. Melania Trump.
This is what it's all about. Oh no, this is the president's song, dude. Milana's outfit makes her look like Mask. Fucking Jim Carrey fucking show. What is the hat and the fucking like her face like structure makes her look like the Mask. I don't know why she's wearing the hat. The hat and like the little suit that she's wearing, she looks like the fucking Mask or like an assassin. She looks fucked, dude. She looks so scary. Melania. Like, what the fuck? Melania looks so fucking scary. She's about to fucking take her hat off her throat and assassinate somebody with it. USA, USA, USA. There's no such thing as a Canada chat. Ain't nobody's like Canada, Canada. No such thing at all. No. Is it another speech? I mean, he's already signed the papers and already given a speech. What a great time to be an American. Oh, they're chanting fight, not Trump. Fuck, I can't get over how evil Melania looks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now present a selection of participants for the 2025 Presidential Inaugural Parade.
Parade. Because the weather's so bad, so they moved the parade inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, the heroes of Butler County are here. And they are here to pay homage to the life, selfless community service and sacrifice of Corey Comparatori. Mr. Comparatori, a 10-year U.S. Army Reserve veteran and past fire chief.
It's going to take a lot longer because they're probably going to walk out with less people because the aisle's smaller than the road.
On the life of President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania, July 13th, 2024. Their formation consists of Pennsylvania State Police, local police, county sheriffs, emergency services unit, EMS, 911 radio dispatch, and hospital personnel, who all heroically stepped into action during the horrific attack. They are also paying tribute to the courageous service of first responders nationwide.
Yes.
It's like, wow! And then everyone else starts clapping.
Let us now take a moment of silence in honor of Corey Comparatori. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that shitty assassin assassinated the wrong person. Killed a firefighter instead of the president. Like, what an idiot.
New York Military Academy.
$15 people there.
We now present to you the New York Military Academy from Cornwall-on-Hudson, New York. New York Military Academy stands out due to its unique connection to the president himself. President Trump is a 1964 graduate and has been enshrined as one of our alumni of distinction. This historic academy has been named the Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, that's JROTC, and are marching with their cadet dress uniforms. Look at these, all modeled after post-World War I General Blackjack Pershing's gray uniform.
Purple uniforms. Going to be I think it's going to be the parade and then another speech.
Introducing the Palm Beach Police and Fire Honor Guard unit, representing the town of Palm Beach, Florida.
And tomorrow we're going to some crazy shit on the news that went to that Trump did.
This group consists of police officers and firefighters from the town of Palm Beach, home to some of the most prestigious people in the world, including President Donald J. Trump.
department.
They love the bagpipes. Holy shit.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the NYPD Emerald Society Pipes and Drums from New York City. They have performed internationally in Ireland, Canada, Australia, Germany, and Switzerland. And as of this past December, the band has had the distinct honor to perform at the 75th commemoration of the attack on Pearl Harbor in Oahu, Hawaii. The band has also played for hospitalized children, military veterans, as well as the 1980 and 2005 presidential inaugural parades, and His Holiness Pope John Paul II. The NYPD Emerald Society Pipes and Drums formed way back in 1960. And you know, they are the oldest, largest police pipe band in the United States, comprised of all active and retired police officers of various ranks and assignments. Listen to those bagpipes. Let's hear it for it, folks.
More retired cops in the pipe band than fucking people in the fucking New York military. It's like 100 times more. Oh my god. Hundred people in their fucking band. There's like 10, 15 people in the New York military.
And look at this. Here's one that hits close to home for our vice president. We now welcome the Middletown High School Marching Band and cheerleaders. They're traveling all the way from Middletown, Ohio to proudly represent their school, our nation, and outstanding alumni.
Well, isn't Ohio like one giant trailer park? You sure Ohio is like one giant trailer park? There's like no skinny people. Kind of. Never mind. Now they scope in on the skinny people. Why is there an Ohio high school here in fucking Washington? Try the only one that they could get.
The band has performed in countless parades, community and sporting events, as well as competitions. They have also always qualified for the Ohio Music Educators Association state finals for 23
They got their whole
years
school
straight.
there.
How about that? And have earned the highest rating in 18 of those appearances.
There's some college cheerleaders, not
Today
high
they
school.
performed America's Sweet Land of Liberty.
The guys always kill me. They're like 20 flag bearers in their band. Jesus Christ. A long way from the trailer park. They're probably excited to get out of the fucking trailer park and go to Washington. I need a singer, dude. I don't know why they have 15 flag people, but not even one singer.
And while they cheer here in the arena, let's cheer for him again, folks. From our VP hometown, Middletown High School Marching Band.
Why they're from Ohio? It's because it's the vice principal's hometown. He's from the trailer park. Or is it even really a town if it's just one giant trailer park? Can you really say hometown?
Ladies and gentlemen, entering your arena right now, traveling from Boca Raton, Florida, the Florida Firefighters Pipes and Drums. And they are well seasoned when it comes to civic events. They've played and participated in parades, memorials, and
So the smallest group is the New York Military Academy. Every other group is like 10 times more people than them.
consisting of the Glengarry headgear and kilts.
What the fuck, dude? New York Military Academy had like 15 people. Every other place is like 100 people coming out. Like, what is a fucking what is a pipe or a fucking band and more people in it than a fucking military academy? I thought they were only allowed to bring like 10, 15 people because it's inside and they're trying to make it like within a reasonable time since it's not outside. Because they were first. What the fuck? So maybe this is where John F. Kennedy got shot. Was when it was outside and it was during the parade and he was driving outside. Good, it's inside. I mean, it's nicer outside, but it's safer inside. I wonder how hard they like swept this place for bombs. Fucking
Like the whole week before, they probably spent like a fucking 200 hours just checking the whole place. Oh yeah, I realized I cracked my phone screen in the top left corner. They're dropping it a lot recently. I only really see it when I turn off the screen. It's like, turn it off. It's like this. It's like in the corner. I didn't have one of those glass protectors on. So it didn't fit with my case. Oh, another high school band.
Fighters, pipes and drums. Leave the arena. We keep the rhythm and the drums going. Please welcome the Stewart's Creek High School Marching Band. Traveling all the way from Smyrna, Tennessee. They are proud
Tennessee.
to represent the volunteer state in the 2025 presidential inaugural.
Damn, you're the only 10 I see.
Dude, the high school band is more people than the fucking New York. Sorry, you can't.
These guys are way better than the other band did.
These guys are mad sick with it. And they're all like the exact same height. Like almost every single one of them are the exact same height. Yeah, the crowd loves them, dude. These guys are way better. From fucking Tennessee.
Tennessee knows their music, dude.
Shit's like some boogie woogie music. Like you just want to move when you hear this. These guys are sick, dude. Yeah, see Trump fucking happy, dude.
They got high school bands playing for the fucking president. It's crazy.
And as the beat of the drums continues, established in 2013, that band has rapidly become one of Tennessee's premier high school music programs. This band has participated in numerous civic events that honor significant moments in our nation's history, like the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, Captain Jeff Cuss, United States Marine Corps Memorial Dedication, Chicago Thanksgiving Day Parade, and a Lincoln Memorial performance as well. The Stewart's Creek High School Marching Band, everybody!
Yeah, it's probably not much to do in Tennessee. It's probably just drink moonshine and play music.
Ladies and gentlemen, now welcoming the Mississippi Valley State University Band. They're traveling all the way from Itabita, Mississippi. Look at this, gang. This is the Mean Green Marching Machine. They are proud to represent historically black colleges and universities at the 60th presidential inauguration.
An all-black school. Fuck, man. I didn't know they had those, dude. That sucks, dude. So they don't even let white people register? The audio's cutting out on it. I have no clue how they're supposed to record a marching band inside. These schools are gonna come out. Yeah, but all the schools are different letters on them. Like, these guys are from Mississippi and they have a V on them. The other guys were from Tennessee and they didn't have a T on them. Maybe Trump talks at 6. But I have no clue. I thought he talked like 3 hours ago. not sure if he's standing up because they're black or if he's talking next or what. But it's one of them. How are all black schools different from all white? Or from just from normal school, or from like just regular school? Do they teach different courses? They don't call them all black schools, they call them historically black schools. Like they're blaming history. Fuck, Malala looks so scary with that hat. And the jacket. Looks like a fucking assassin. Is that his son? On the right? Son's massive. Notice that. Devils. The Devils. Yeah, they ain't done yet.
On his evil ass
We're
hat.
counting close to 300 from the Mississippi Valley State University Band.
300. Fuck. Schools used to be like that
Since its
size.
founding, the band has consistently played a significant role at their university and across the United States. They have performed for athletic events, Mardi Gras parades, Rose Bowl parades,
Mardi Gras.
and many more. The Mississippi Valley
He just said Mardi Gras
University Band takes
parades.
great pride in presenting culturally diverse presentations for
A high
students,
school band
faculty,
is
and the surrounding Mississippi
performing for
communities.
Mardi Gras parades.
Take a look at that brass out there. Woo! That's just part of the big green marching machine. The mean green marching machine from Itabena, Mississippi, ladies and gentlemen.
Mississippi, baby.
What a great time to be American. I don't know why they have devils on the back of their coats to call them mean green machine. And they have V's on their chest, but they're called the mean green machine. Like, what the fuck? And they're from Mississippi. What the fuck does the V stand for?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our new special envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff.
Good evening, everybody. I was appointed by President Trump to be the special envoy for peace in the Middle East. And I'd like to describe to you some of the things we're doing. and how it informs on President Trump's policies. First of all, it is an honor to stand before you today as I reflect on the enormity of the role that President Trump has tasked me with. I am constantly reminded of the privilege it is to serve under the leadership of my boss, President Donald J. Trump. His presidency has provided a clear, bold vision for the Middle East, and it is this vision that guides every step I take in the mission. President Trump's leadership has redefined what is possible in the pursuit of progress and stability in the Middle East. His decisive, pragmatic approach ensures that even the most entrenched conflicts are met with fresh perspectives and innovative strategies. His policies have already delivered remarkable successes, such as yesterday's release of hostages in Gaza.
Yeah.
Thank you. This achievement demonstrates the strength of President Trump's leadership and the respect he commands on the global stage. It is yet another example of his ability to deliver results in the most complex and challenging situations. The Abraham Accords, a testament to his vision and determination, have also brought historic progress to the region, transforming old rivalries into new alliances. These agreements are not merely symbolic. They represent a practical roadmap for peace, economic cooperation, and mutual respect across nations. My role, as President Trump has tasked me, is straightforward yet profoundly challenging: to turn his vision into actionable outcomes.
Well, those must be fucking flying off the shelf now.
He lays the
Fuck,
framework,
you need the Trump
and he
pistol.
inspires
It's a
people like
multi-billion-dollar
me
idea.
into bold action. My
From
responsibility is to
camo
implement
on
his
the
vision,
pistol, dude.
engaging with leaders across the region to find pathways towards sustainable peace and stability.
It's
And let
marking
me
the
tell
Trump
you,
knife to me because I'm
having Donald
Canadian.
Trump as a boss makes
Everyone
this
else is probably
task
getting the
not
Trump
only
ad.
possible, but far more effective.
Or the Trump gun.
President Trump's reputation as a leader who delivers results resonates far beyond Washington. Leaders in the Middle East know he means what he says. His ability to cut through bureaucratic gridlock and focus on tangible results is the game changer. It allows me to approach delicate negotiations with the confidence that the full weight of the United States is behind me. The principles President Trump has laid out for our approach to the Middle East and foreign policy in general are fourfold, and they are clear. 1, respect for sovereignty. Every nation deserves the right to determine its own destiny, free from the interference of external powers. 2, economic prosperity as a bridge to stability. Through economic partnerships and investment, we can build a foundation for cooperation that transcends historical grievances. 3, courageous diplomacy. Real progress requires difficult conversations and bold decisions, and it is through these that trust is built and maintained. And finally, 4, reciprocity and accountability. The United States requires reciprocal actions from our partners. We are done carrying the financial burden for nations that are unwilling.
Yep. Only if Canada was.
done carrying the financial burden for nations that are unwilling to fund their own progress. The days of blank checks are over.
Nice.
Partnerships under President Trump's leadership must be equitable, and contributions must reflect shared commitments to our goals. In my work, I've seen firsthand how these principles resonate. They provide a foundation that transcends politics and speaks to the shared humanity of all people in a region. Leaders across the Middle East recognize that this Trump administration is serious about results, not symbolic gestures, but real, meaningful progress that improves lives. Thank you.
Have a day for lunch.
It's not always easy. There are moments of deep challenge and frustration.
That's something crazy.
Decades of mistrust cannot be undone overnight. Yet I take comfort in knowing that I am not in this alone. President Trump's clarity of vision ensures that I never have to question what success looks like. His leadership provides the confidence and direction necessary to navigate these complexities. As we move forward, my commitment is to continue the work of advancing President Trump's vision for the Middle East. Whether through expanding the Abraham Peace Accords, fostering economic development, or facilitating dialogue between long-standing adversaries, my focus remains on actionable results. Let me close by saying this: a stable and prosperous Middle East is not an unattainable dream. It is a goal within our reach, made possible by strong leadership and unwavering commitment.
Yep.
Under President Trump's guidance, we are proving that the impossible can become reality. Thank you, but I have one more thing to say. We have some special people for me to introduce you to tonight. President Trump has been talking to them as well. They are the families of hostages from Israel who have been in Gaza for the last year and a half. There are many of them here today. Several of the families
Yeah, I'm a
have
bit
lost
calmer
children
when I
and
fucking
loved
done
ones,
shit.
and they're here because they're part of an effort to retrieve their bodies so they can be buried in a proper way. Several have children who are still in captivity. There is an American family here whose loved ones
Oh, that's why they got the
scheduled
yellow
to come
thing.
out in 14 days, and they're going to be meeting the president tonight. So let's give them all some love and a big hand. Come on up.
Terrorists in the Middle East and causing hell to Canada. Already made a video about that. Our flags and shit.
And now, I get to introduce my dear friend and the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, 10 toes down. Doinks up. Let's go. Fucking doinks up.
Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Fucking George with the fucking
So now
hamster.
the work begins. We won, but now the work begins. We have to bring them home.
Fucking hamsters and
You know,
shit.
tonight I'm going to be signing on the
Get a Trump
J6
book?
hostages, pardons, to get them out. And
They
as
got a
soon
Donald
as I
Trump
leave, I'm
book?
going to the Oval Office and we'll be signing pardons for a lot of people. A lot of people. And thank you to Steve Witkoff. He's a great guy. He's a friend of mine. He's been a very successful man. He's a great negotiator. He's a
Understand.
wonderful guy. People love him. And he's got a tremendous power of persuasion.
It's my dog
And
George.
that's what we need. We don't need stiffs. We don't need stiffs. We got a lot of stiffs. You just had a whole load
And
of
on
them.
RuneScape too.
And to the former hostages with us today, welcome. Welcome
Not
home.
that
Some of the
bright. I don't know
folks
why the
are
camera makes it
former
look like that.
hostages. Not a good situation. The three young
Just
ladies
doing some
that,
Slayer.
came home yesterday. You saw that.
It's
More coming
90
home
Slayer,
every day, now
so-
they're coming home, but they were hurt.
It's a grind.
They were hurt. One had her head blown off, fingers on her hand, and her hand indeed was blown off. She was trying to defend herself from a bullet being fired. You believe this? A bullet knocked off her hand.
What did the bong
I
did?
don't know. You look at it, it's a disgrace. We never
I
stop
grab it.
praying for you, and we're so glad that you're reunited with your friends and families, and God bless you all. And some of them are just saying, no, my son is gone, but please just bring home his body. Right, Steve? Many of you have told me that your son is gone, but bring home his body. It should have never happened. 3 years, it's ridiculous.
Self.
Should have never happened. Wouldn't have happened. I also want to express my
Okay,
tremendous
yeah.
gratitude
I know,
to
it
the
can
hundreds
lose
of
itself.
thousands of proud American patriots who came from all across the country to join us in this celebration. It's a celebration of a big win. And you're witnessing the dawn of the golden age of America. That's what it's going to be. We're bringing it back. We're going to bring it back.
Gonna be
fast.
great in Canada, still
We're
gonna
going
be
to bring
shit.
it back fast.
And all the Canadians that have American citizenship are gonna move down to America. It might not be 12 inches, but it smells like fun. Yeah. That's what she said.
New York's finest. I grew up with New York's finest.
That's what she said.
We got to give them their authority back. You won't have any crime. There'll be no crime. You give them little authority back. The whole way they run things in this country now, it's disgraceful. But it's going to change rapidly. We're going to make our cities safe again, too. Even though we're indoors, we've had a magnificent inaugural parade. And let's give a big round of applause. They were great. To all of the incredible performers and hardworking men and women who made it possible. Those people, really talented, amazing people. I also want to thank my wonderful family for being here, especially my beautiful wife, our First Lady, Melania.
The bottle was so dirty. Take probably 100 or 150 hits taken out of it. Melania looks so evil with that hat. Damn
We
it.
love our First Lady. And also, JD. How good has JD been? And his beautiful wife, Usha.
OSHA.
How good is JB?
OSHA.
JD has been great. He's another good negotiator, Steve. He's a great negotiator, too. We need
OSHA.
negotiators in this country. But so many of the people on the stage behind, not only family members, as an example, Lara Trump, the wife of Eric. She was the head of the Republican Party along with my friend Michael. Stand up, the two of you. What a job. What a job they did. They worked so hard. They knew they'd be rigging.
It's got
but
a
they
drag
said,
and
"We're gonna
dagger.
make it too big to rig," and we did. We made it too big to rig.
Too
We
big to
won
rig.
every swing state by a lot. We won the popular vote by millions and millions of votes. We won the whole ball of wax. And now we're going to go and drill, baby, drill, and do all the things that we've wanted to do and bring your costs down, your prices down, and make our country
Drill, baby,
safe.
drill. Disco Inferno.
So thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much. What a job you've done, Michael. I'm never moving you, you know. He was thinking about getting a nice job in the administration. I said, no, I'm leaving you right where you are. You've done a very good job. We're not moving you, Michael. I'm sorry.
Was happy.
Anyway, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Right here with us also in the arena, I'm about to sign some very important executive orders of our new administration. Hey, Don, will you stand up, please? Don is another one. How about Don? This guy. He's a popular one. He goes out and speaks. He gets a big crowd. He's a little on the rough side sometimes, but that's what you want. He's done a fantastic job, and he loves our country. Thanks, Don. Great job. You've done a great job. And Ivanka.
Ivanka?
And you know, Jared
What an
negotiated
angel.
the Abraham Accords, which are the biggest deal made in the Middle East in many, many years, and it's really something. Jared, stand up, Jared. The Abraham Accords. And Tiffany's going to have a little baby. And Michael. And then I have a very tall son named Barron. Has anyone ever heard of him?
Okay. Yeah, they love him, dude. He was definitely adopted.
Thank you. He knew the youth vote. You know, we won the youth vote by 36 points. And he was saying, Dad, you got to go out and do this one or that one. And we did a lot of them. And he respects them all. He understood them very well. And he said, Dad, you got to go out, do Joe Rogan, do all these guys. And we did.
Yeah.
We did.
Smart kid.
Joe Rogan was great. They were all great, right? Aaron, they were all good. He understood the market. Another famous one. How about Kai? Stand up, Kai. Is that Byron Donalds back there? Stand up, Byron. Stand up. What a future this one has. What a future. That's great, Byron. Thank you very much. And How about Lutnick, Secretary of Commerce? He's going to take in more money than any country has ever even thought about. He's going to take in some money. And we have many others. Look, I'm not going to go through it, but we're going to sign some orders right now, and that's really what I want to do. So we're going to sign executive orders. First, I'll revoke nearly 80 destructive and radical executive actions of the previous administration, one of the worst administrations in history.
Yeah.
Maybe not one of them, the worst.
Maybe the
Anybody
worst,
who would
yeah.
allow millions of people to pour through our borders from jails, prisons, mental institutions, insane asylums, gang members to be taken off the streets of Venezuela and deposited in our country, and many, not just Venezuela. You know, crime in Venezuela is down 74%. Because they took their
Yeah, because they're all over in the
criminals
States. Yeah.
through an open border policy of the previous administration. All over the world, they're emptying their prisons.
The population is probably down a lot
emptying
too.
their mental institutions into our country. It stops as of 1 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, it stops.
Yeah. For lunch.
So I'm revoking nearly 80 destructive, radical executive actions of the previous administration. They'll all be null and void within about, 5 minutes? Is that them over there? 5 minutes? And next, to gain immediate control of the vast federal, out-of-control bureaucracy, I will implement an immediate regulation freeze, which will stop Biden bureaucrats from continuing to regulate. Most of those bureaucrats are being fired. They're gone.
Good shot, they're gone.
Should be all of them, but some sneak through, but we have to live with a couple, I guess.
Down.
I'll also issue a temporary hiring freeze to ensure that we're only hiring competent people who are faithful to the American public. And we will pause the hiring of any new IRS agents. We will also require that federal workers must return to the office in person. And we're going to take the 88,000 people that
What the
they
hell's
hired to
their
go
home?
after you with guns. By the way, they're allowed to use guns and harass you like they were so many other people. Remember this? Okay, remember? Do you remember a little statement about tips? Does anybody remember that little statement? I think we won Nevada because of that statement. But they went out and harassed you over the tips. In other words, we are restoring control of our government to the people. We're going to take those 88,000. Let's see if they'd like to work on the border, because that's what we want them really. So we're going to have no tax on tips, right? No tax on tips. And we may have, like the Speaker of the House, is he here? He's done such a good job. Is Mike here?
It's going to cause so much laundering.
Just a little while ago.
So much companies are gonna report like income as fucking
I know it.
tips, so they won't get any fucking tax on it.
The Republican Party has never been unified like it
And
is
then
now.
fucking employees can claim like it's all tips, and they get fucking tax free off that too.
Next, I'm going to sign a presidential memorandum directing every member of my cabinet to marshal every power at their disposal to defeat inflation and rapidly bring down the cost of daily life, because your costs have gone through the roof in the last 4 years. Perhaps you didn't notice. Does anyone notice their costs are like double, triple, quadruple? You can't buy bacon.
Yeah, fuck, I haven't
Apples
bought
have
bacon
doubled
in
in
time.
price. You want an apple, anybody? Pay twice what you did 2 years ago. We'll put more
Bacon's
money
like
in
10
your pockets.
bucks now. It used to
And
be
we'll
like
bring back the
$4.
American dream and to reduce
It's
energy
10 bucks
costs
now, dude,
and
for a little
liberate our
fucking slab of
economy.
it.
So we have more oil and gas than any country in the world, and we're going to use it. We're not going to do the wind thing. Wind, dude. Ooh. Big ugly windmills, they ruin your neighborhood. They ruin you. If you have a house that's near a windmill, guess what? Your house is worth less than half. And
Yeah.
did you see up in New England with the whales? You see what's happening? So they had 2 whales killed in about 14 years. Last year and the year before, total, they had 28. So if you're into whales, you don't want windmills either. And they're the most expensive form of energy that
Yeah,
you
they're
can have
massive.
by far. And
This
they're all
cost
made in
fucking
China, by the
millions
way,
each.
practically all of them. And they kill your birds and they ruin your beautiful landscapes. But other than that,
Oh
I think
yeah.
they're quite good,
They
right?
kill birds, probably have a lot of
Now,
fucking
remember
maintenance
when we
each
used to
season.
joke and kid when we were kidding, but we don't kid anymore.
Cost a lot to fucking
They want to
repair.
watch the debates on television. They want to watch
Break
the
a
favorite
lot.
president on television.
Always fucking
The
moving.
wind isn't blowing, so we can't watch television that night, Gladys. Remember? Gladys, I'm sorry, the wind is just not blowing. We're not watching Trump tonight. But I'm immediately withdrawing from the unfair, one-sided Paris Climate Accord ripoff. The United States will not sabotage our own industries while China pollutes with impunity. You know, China, I mean, look, they use a lot of dirty energy, but they produce a lot of energy. And when that stuff goes up in the air, you know, it doesn't stay there. It's not like you got a wall. We love walls, don't we? Not like you have a wall around and it
We
just
love walls, don't we?
floats into the United States of America after 3.5 to 5.5 days. It floats
We love
across the
walls,
ocean,
don't we?
and it comes right over your neighborhood, and it falls into your neighborhood. So they all
Walls.
say,
We
have
love
no
walls,
for
don't
cleaner
we?
air, but the other dirty air is dropping all over us. So what the hell are they talking about? Unless everybody does it, it just doesn't work. You know, we had the cleanest air and the cleanest water that this country's ever had under the Trump administration, and we didn't do anything to stop jobs and stop production. Believe me, you're going to see a lot of companies come pouring back because tariffs. I always say tariffs is the most beautiful word to me in the dictionary. Then I was reprimanded by the fake news. They said, what about love, religion, and God? I said, I agree. Let's put God number 1. Let's put religion number 2. Love, I don't know. We got to put that number 3, I guess, right? And then it's tariff. Because tariffs are going to make us rich as hell. It's going to bring our country's businesses back that left us. And I'll also sign an executive order to immediately end federal government censorship of the American people. In America, we believe in free speech, and we're bringing it back starting today to stop the weaponization. Oh, do I know about that? These creeps. Deranged Jack Smith. You ever hear of him? Deranged. He's a deranged prosecutor. He's sick. They suck him on me. He's now been reduced to getting on an airplane, going back to The Hague or wherever the hell he came from. We got
He's running.
that guy. Hey, was he one of the many people that got a pardon today? Did they pardon Jack
Probably.
Smith? You know, did you know that
Fucking got
Biden,
it.
while I was making my speech, pardoned his whole family? The brother, the whole deal was pardoned. Can you imagine that? While I was making my speech. Did everybody hear my speech? Did you hear my speech?
Yeah. You want to hear it again? Yeah.
Dude, yeah, Slayer task is done. Finally.
I mean, the only
Almost
thing wrong with it is that a
89
lot of
Slayer,
companies
almost
say,
92
some
strength.
great people that work for me, sir. This is such a great speech. It's so unifying. Don't talk about Biden with his pardons of his family. We want a unified country. They said, don't talk about the J6 hostages that you're going to be releasing today. Sir, don't put that in your speech, please. I said, but I want to put it in my speech. I said, sir, it won't be unified like it is. It's so beautiful the way it is. And it is getting great reviews.
So
You know, if I put
let's
things like
skip.
that in, I'll get terrible reviews. One little paragraph that's a little bit wrong, the fake news goes crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I said, all right, I won't put it in my speech, but you know what? I'm speaking in front of a hell of a lot of people at a place called Capital One Arena, and I'll talk about it there. So we're going to be going over the beautiful Oval Office, one of the great offices in history. Even if it wasn't beautiful, it's the Oval Office, but it is beautiful. And we love the Oval Office. It all starts with the
Holy
wars
shit,
start
they give me
and
so
end
much
there.
shitty tasks.
Everything starts and ends at the Oval Office. We love it. But we're going to go to the Oval Office. We're going to sign. We're going to release our great hostages that didn't do, for the most part, they didn't do stuff wrong. You take
And
a
Blue
look at what
Dragons I
went
can
on.
do.
And look what happens in other parts of the country. In Portland, where they kill people, they destroy the city. Nothing happens to them. In Seattle, where they took over a big chunk of the city, nothing happened. Minneapolis, where they burned down the city, nothing happened. Essentially, nothing happened. All they want to do is go after the J6 hostages. A 76-year-old grandmother was arrested the other day because she was looking, I think because she was looking at the Capitol or something like that. No, we're not going to put up with that crap anymore. And to stop the weaponization of law enforcement, I've been investigated more than any human being in the world. I believe I have the all-time record. Every day a subpoena. Every single day would get subpoenas. I was more than any person. Alphonse Capone, remember I used to talk about it? Now, Alphonse Capone, Scarface, he was a pretty rough guy. He was investigated about 1/100th what Trump was investigated. My father's looking down at me, my mother.
Yep.
How the hell did this happen? You know what it is? They investigated their political opponent, the opponent of Biden, and then ultimately Kamala. Has anyone ever heard of Kamala? We had to beat two opponents. You know, we had to beat Biden, then we beat him. Now he goes on top. The guy was like 39 points down. I think I could have beaten Trump. They should have left me in. I would have beaten. No, his debate performance wasn't the best, right? That's what killed him. And then they had to change, and that's like you get into a fight. The great Dana White spoke last night. We love Dana White, right? UFC. That's like he puts in two fighters. One of them's getting creamed, getting really beaten, and they say, all right, take him out. Let's put somebody else in to finish up the fight. That's what they did to us. They gave us somebody new, but we took care of both of them. So we beat actually two opponents. But to stop the weaponization of law enforcement and our government, I will also sign an order directing every federal agency to preserve all records pertaining to political persecutions under the last administration, of which there were many, and beginning the process of exposing any and all abuses of power, even though he's pardoned many of these people. Can you believe it? He's pardoned them. You know why he did it while I was speaking? Because that way I couldn't speak about it. I was speaking. I didn't know he did it. I finished my speech, and they said, sir, he pardoned his whole family. I said, oh, can I go back out there and talk about it? Somehow that wouldn't be very elegant. Our First Lady would say, please don't do that. But we have plenty of time to talk about it, and we will. We're doing all of this on our very first day in office. You know, don't forget, we've been in this position, really, where we won the primaries in record time. We were the fastest win of a primary ever in political history, which is a very nice thing. It's nice to know. Well, the second election was rigged, so we knew we were doing well.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't, you know what? If it wasn't, I would have never run. But this third one was just a monster. Boy, was that a big one, huh? That was a big one. On the second one, we got like 10 or 12 million votes more than the first one. How about that? We did great on the first one. We did much better on the second one. But bad.
Can I use a cannon in there, though?
So we're gonna have some fun. It's very simple. We're going to make our country great. We're going to make our country great again. We're going to make America great again. How good a name is MAGA, though, right? You know? I was going to say, keep America great, but unfortunately it wasn't great. Can't say keep it great. It will be great again, but CAG.
Oh.
Keep America great. CAG. I don't
CAG.
think it's ever going to replace MAGA. Does anybody like CAG? I don't think so. Never
CAG.
replacing MAGA. Nothing will ever replace MAGA. MAGA was the most successful political
CAG just sounds stupid.
operation, political movement in the history of our country, maybe in the history of the world. Let's see what happens, because we're not finished yet. We're not finished yet. We got a long way to go. But we're doing this on the very first day in office, and in just a few moments, I'm not only signing the release of the J6 hostages, I'm signing other things that you're going to love. Oh, you're going to be happy reading newspapers tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
Yeah, no.
So I just want to thank, I mean, look at this place.
These servers are gonna be crazy the next
You don't
couple
have
days,
any-
dude.
Look at those people up there. You don't have any empty seats. And by the way, the Capital One owners, they are so good. We got to root for their teams because they have been so great to MAGA, to us. And I just want to thank Ted and everybody. You guys have been fantastic. And the ice hockey team's doing great. Ovechkin's pretty good, right? They're doing great. So I want to thank them, Capital One.
Ovechkin,
arena
he
owners.
says.
They have been absolutely fantastic. And thank you once again to everyone. And I can only tell you, you're going to be very happy. You're going to watch a lot of good things happen. We got to stop some wars that are happening and going
Yeah,
on. Some
we need
stupid
to
things
stop
are
'em.
happening. The war with Ukraine would have never happened, and it has. As you know, Israel would have never been hit on October 7th, and none of you would be up here. None of you would even know anything about this tragedy that you're going through right now. But Iran was broke. Anybody that bought oil from Iran, they couldn't do any business with us. You're not going to do business with America. China passed. Everybody passed. They were broke. They didn't have money for Hamas. They didn't have money for Hezbollah. And your sons would be alive, and they certainly wouldn't be incarcerated like they are. It's a shame, but we're getting a lot of people out in a short period of time. So I'm going to go right over to here, and I'm going to sign in front of you. Is that okay? Good.
He goes.
You have that other one to sign? You have the other one to sign?
The fucking more books he has to sign. Jesus Christ. He's already signed like 6 of them. What happened to mine?
You want to call it out? Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it?
Oh, if you want me to, sir.
Why don't you say what I'm signing?
Sure. The first item that President Trump is signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda, and others.
Damn.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The second item, President Trump, is a regulatory freeze, as you announced in your speech, preventing
man.
Democrats from issuing any more regulations until we have full control of this, the government and this administration.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can I have a pen? The next item, sir, is a freeze on
Will
all
scream,
federal
"Sir, can I have a pen?"
except in the military and a number of other excluded categories, again, until full control of the government is achieved and we understand the objectives of government going forward.
You never get a
Could you
trans.
imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so.
Or Kamala? No.
I don't think so.
No way.
Sir, the next item, as you announced in your speech, is a requirement that federal workers return to full-time in-person work immediately.
It's where you're still working from home. The only people still working from fucking home. Fire services are so fucking slow and on behind.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have a directive to every department and agency in the federal government to address the cost of living crisis that has cost Americans so dearly.
Yeah. What a great time to be American, dude. Like,
Thank you, sir. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty.
Crowds love this, dude. It's gonna be all over YouTube, dude. The crowd fucking loves this, dude. You'd never see this in Canada ever.
We're going to save over $1 trillion by withdrawing from that treaty. And the next item, sir, is a letter that will be transmitted to the United Nations explaining that we are withdrawing from the Paris Climate Treaty.
if I was American, I'd probably be fucking tripping like crazy now. But I have no clue what the fuck half this shit means, but I know it's crazy because the crowd's freaking out.
Thank you, sir. This next item is a directive to the federal government ordering the restoration of freedom of speech and preventing government censorship of free speech going forward.
I think he's signing like bills or like things like he's trying to do or like their objectives or something.
And lastly, sir, before we go
Look
back
at all
to
the
the Oval
books,
Office to
dude.
sign a large number of other items, is a directive to the federal government ending the weaponization of government against the political adversaries of the previous administration, as we've seen. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
He just signed at least 10 fucking different ones. Just giving them all cigars. Residents throwing cigars at the crowd. Or are they pens? Oh, they are pens. Bitch.
Yes, that's. I thought there were cigars the whole time. I thought he signs everything. They smoke a cigar, but they sign everything and then he gives out the pens. That kind of makes more sense. Yeah, I guess that's it. Guys, something. Thanks for tuning in, guys.